Hello, sports fans, camel shaggers, goat herders, and illegal immigrants. It is Wednesday, September the 4th, I think it is, 4th or 5th. Who knows, time just goes by so fast when you're retired and bored. So I said I would do an update on how the ugly gourds and pumpkins are growing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach both of these videos together into a YouTube, and I will put it up, and you can laugh and giggle and make some comments in the reply section on the YouTube video. Just watch what you say, okay, because your name shows up regardless of what nom de plume you use. Anyway, I'll take you on a tour in a second, but I just want to give you a bit of an update. We had some challenges with the garden this summer. Due to climate change, our growing conditions have changed dramatically here in Excitement City. I didn't get the seeds into the ground until I think it was July the 2nd. We had frost right up until the end of June, for Pete's sake, and a lot of these seeds are grown in the US southern section. They have like 125, 130 day growing season. I never came close to that. I got like 60 days, 65 days growing season out of it. So the size of them didn't turn out all that well, but I did manage to get somewhat of a collection of ugly gourds, and I'm semi-pleased with it. So let's go take a look, and I'll do the walk around, and you be the judge as to whether I should go back and get my doctoral degree in agriculture. Camera's going to be a little shaky when I pick it up, so bear with me. Let's go on a garden tour. Here we go. We'll start off with the tomatoes. There they are. 5 different types of tomatoes, and we got a few of them, but nothing compared to what we would have gotten last year. But these are all non-GMO, non-Monsanto tomatoes. They taste funny. That's because you're not used to eating regular tomatoes. I did put a bit of a garden type thing here into the back steps. So what you do is you come out here in the morning and you have a 60 milligram Paxil tab, let it kick in, have a couple cups of coffee, and just sit here amongst the palm trees and the flowers. So let's go take a look at what happened with the pond. Yeah, the pond is in there someplace. I planted 2 what's known as king tut vines, and they turned out amazingly well. There's about 5 or 6 different types of dahlias in here. They all came out very nicely, and the pond itself is looking good. I got my 250 gallon per hour circulating pump, and I didn't put any chemicals in it because I didn't want any birds or anything, and they all fly in here and have a wonderful time. We had some challenges with the hop vine this year. It grew, holy Jesus did it grow, but it must have weighed pretty close to 250 to 300 pounds, and it was so heavy that it tipped the door over. The door fell. We lifted it back up again. It fell again, so I said screw it, so I cut the hop vine back, and the door is just leaning against the garage itself. This is a collection of lunch lady gourds. As you can see, it is massive plant-wise, lots of flowers. The bees had a wonderful time trying to pollinate them, but all I got was leaves, 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 and more leaves. And that was kind of disappointing. The whole garden turned out to be just a massive collection of leaves and flowers. But it was pretty, and the neighbors thought it was quite hilarious. We still have our fire pit and a couple bags of dog shit because we have a loner dog here for the summer. Black dog, our black Labrador, belonging to the daughter, but it goes back to Montreal this weekend, as a matter of fact. So sure enough, this is where they all are. This first set of gourds came as a bonus package. I'd never seen white flowers before on a gourd. It turned out they were bottle gourds. I got 3 of them out of there. This has been a total disappointment. This was supposed to be the 500-pound gourds or 500-pound pumpkins. I got this from Dr. Tingley in Fredericton, who's won the award for the province's largest gourd growing for the last couple of years. I got nothing. I got one. That was it. There's 3 plants in there actually. So then going down the row here, you can see it's quite a massive collection of leaves. Lots of leaves, lots of flowers. Everywhere you see a wooden post is a different type of gourd planted in here. There was also some dahlias planted at each of the posts. They got buried and eaten alive by all of the vines. They never did grow, so they're in there someplace. There's also little tiny Tom Thumb tomatoes in there also. They're buried in there. If you take closely, you see these silver ball things. These are these solar light fixture type things that they flash at nights. So when the solar comes up, you can see there's the solar heater there, or the solar unit. All these flashing lights coming on in the middle of the gourds all night long, and it just drives the foxes and the raccoons, it just drives them nuts when this thing is blinking and flashing away. This was the famous, now infamous, Marlowe pumpkins from Marlowe Avenue in Montreal. Again, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just flowers. So did I get any gourds at all? Yeah, I actually did. I got a few of them. Let's go take a look at them. I took them all out this morning, piled them all up, and we're going to be throwing the whole works of them into the garbage, give away a couple just for laughs. But there are 8 different types here, some interesting ones, and the red ones right here, or orangish red ones, those are called Boston Marrows. I'd never heard of those before, but sure enough, there they are. But lots of ugly ones, lots of warty ones. Got a couple of those bottle gourds. Got one of those French pumpkins. I think all told, I've given away a couple already, but I think I got about 25 or 30 different gourds itself. Some of them are really interesting. Look at this. That is a gourd that only a mother could love the face on that. Isn't that a beauty? I'll take a couple seeds out of some of these, and we'll keep them, and we'll give them to the seed bank down at the public library, and other people can have a go at them for next year. But there they are. There's the total summation of everything and how much actually showed up. Was it worth it? Yeah, I had fun. I come out every morning. I would water them. I had 2 garbage cans full of water out here, so I probably put 300 liters of water on it every day in the morning and 300 every night, because I'm telling you, the soil was so dry. It was hot, then it got cold, and now we've had one temperature where it's gone below. But so I'll be tearing all of these things out and taking them and throwing them over into the woods. So that's it for the ugly gourds. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Write if you get work.